Hello friend, it's my pleasure to welcome you to my channel Laser Graphics and Multimedia, and in today's video you are going to learn how to create curved text effect in Photoshop step-by-step tutorial. But before we dive deep into the tutorial, if you are very new to this channel, remember to click on the subscribe, turn on the notification bell so each time I post content about Photoshop you'll be notified. So with that being said, let's get started and see how you can create curved text effect in Photoshop step-by-step tutorial. So let's begin. The first thing you want to do right here is to go to the file and make sure you click on new. Next thing you want to do right here is to come to the title right here, and then you can title it curved text effect. You have to come to the width column right here. Make sure your width is 1920 and your height is 1080. Then you have to come to your resolution right here. Make sure your resolution is 300. And then you come down below right here. Make sure you click on create. Next thing I'm going to do is to import my background. Okay. Then you have to go to the home tab right here. You go to file and you look for place embedded. After importing the background to your workspace, you have to come to the top right here. Make sure you click on this check mark to confirm the import of the background. Next thing you want to do right here is to come to the layer panel right here. And make sure you create a new layer. Then after you make a new layer, you have to go to your type tool. Right here, you have to click and hold down. Make sure you choose your horizontal type tool. Then having choose your horizontal type tool, then you can see the font name I'm using right here is Roboto Black, and the font size here is 140. Then you come to the workspace and type your text. See, you want to do right here is to go to your move tool. Then having go to your move tool, you have to come to your home tab right here. You go to select. Make sure you click on all, and make sure you align to vertical center and horizontal center. Then you go back to select. Make sure you deselect. Next thing you want to do right here is to come to the blend mode right here. Make sure you set this to multiply. So once you set it to multiply, the text is going to disappear. Next thing you want to do is to go back to your type layer. Right click on the type layer, and then you have to come to the top right here. Make sure you choose your blending option. From layer style right here, you have to come to the top here. Double click on the bevel and emboss, and once you double click on the bevel and emboss, you go to make sure you choose outer bevel, and make sure right here you choose chisel hard, and make sure your depth is 120, and make sure your size is 17, your soft to be 7, and make sure your angle is 90 degrees, and make sure the global light is checked. And right here, you come down right here, make sure you change the blend mode to light, and make sure your color code should be something like this. This is 100% black color. Okay, and you hit on OK. Then you have to make sure that your shadow should also be multiplied. The same color should be black. Okay. What you want to do right here is to go back to your layer style right here. So the next style you are going to apply is inner shadow. Double click on the inner shadow. So you're going to have stuff like this. Then at the point right here, make sure you change this blend mode to luminosity. Then make sure your opacity is 100% and the global light is checked. Then your angle should be 90%. Then your distance should be 25. Your choke should be 22. Then the size should be 22. And the contour should be this. And you have to come down right here. Make sure your noise is 10%. Okay. Next thing you want to do right here is to go back to your layer style right here. At this time around, you have to double click on the color overlay. Having double click on the color overlay, you have to make sure your blend mode right here should also be color overlay, and your opacity should be 60. Then your color should be black. And the very last effect you're going to apply right here is gradient overlay. Double click on your gradient overlay. Alright, so the very last effect you're going to apply right here is gradient overlay. Double click on your gradient overlay. So you're going to have stuff like this. Then you have to make sure you come to your blend mode right here. Make sure you choose overlay. Then having choose overlay, make sure it's aligned with layer, and make sure you choose your linear, and then you have to pick on your gradient right here and pick the black gradient. Choose your black gradient, and when you choose black gradient, then you have to come to the scale right here, make the scale 100%. You can play around with the scale if you are not satisfied with the results you are getting from your hand. So you can make your scale to be something like 105 or 106 at the likes. So once you're satisfied, click on OK right here. So you can see the result right here. Now the next thing you want to do right here is to press Shift key and select the background layer. Then you come down below here, make sure you group them together. So guys, this is how you can create a curved text effect in Adobe Photoshop step-by-step tutorial. I hope you guys find value for this video. If you enjoyed this video, give this video a big thumbs up, and also remember to subscribe to this channel for more tutorial like this in Adobe Photoshop. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye for now.